Have you ever pondered about the moment that is yet to come, the second coming of Jesus? This profound question has been the subject of countless discussions, debates, and speculations throughout the history of Christianity. It's a moment encapsulated in mystery and anticipation, a moment where the spiritual and the physical realms collide in an extraordinary spectacle. This is not just any ordinary event. It's the return of Jesus Christ, a pivotal moment in Christian faith. A moment that has been prophesied in the Bible, filled with awe-inspiring details and events that are bound to leave an indelible mark on the annals of time. Picture this. Jesus, after having ascended to heaven, returns visibly from the heavens to earth. It's a sight to behold, a moment where heaven's glory descends upon the earth, and he is not alone. Accompanying him are armies of angels, a celestial spectacle that illuminates the sky. But that's not all. Alongside these heavenly beings are a multitude of his followers who have passed away, returning to partake in this divine event. Think about the magnitude of this event, the convergence of the spiritual and the earthly, the divine and the mortal, the past and the present. It's a moment that transcends time and space, a moment where heaven and earth become one. It's a spectacle unparalleled in its grandeur and majesty, a sight that would captivate and inspire both the believers and the curious alike. But what does this mean for us today? It means that we are part of a grand narrative, a cosmic story that has been unfolding since the dawn of time. We are part of a journey that culminates in the second coming of Jesus, a moment where the divine touches the earth in an unprecedented way. This is the unseen arrival, a moment that has been prophesied and anticipated for centuries. It's a testament to the enduring faith and belief in the second coming of Jesus, a belief that continues to inspire and guide millions around the world. A sight so grand, it's almost unimaginable, isn't it? But the return of Jesus isn't a tranquil scene. It's amidst a great war. As foretold in the scriptures, Jesus will descend during an enormous battle in the Middle East, a conflict where many armies have converged to attack Israel. Imagine the scene. The air is thick with tension, the land echoes with the clamor of war, armies locked in a fierce struggle. Amidst this chaos, a light breaks through, piercing the dark turmoil of the battlefield. It's Jesus, returned from the heavens, not alone, but accompanied by a legion of angels and followers who had passed away. His return marks a turning point in the battle. He doesn't stand by the sidelines. No, Jesus leaps into the heart of the fray, his purpose: to defend Israel, to vanquish the armies that threaten its existence. The scriptures paint a vivid picture of this encounter. The defeat of these armies is absolute. So great is the destruction that the blood in the valley runs 2 feet deep, a grim testament to the fallen attackers. But it's not just about the defeat, it's about the aftermath. The bodies of the defeated become sustenance for the carrion-eating birds, a morbid feast that lasts for a significant period. The scale of this divine intervention is hard to comprehend, yet it's precisely what the prophecies foretell. This great battle, however, isn't the end. It's merely a prelude, an event that paves the way for something far greater. The victory in this battle sets the stage for the establishment of Jesus' kingdom on earth, a realm of peace and righteousness. The depiction of this great battle is awe-inspiring, a clash between the divine and the mortal, a struggle that reshapes the course of history. It's a testament to the power of faith and the fulfillment of prophecies. A battle so fierce it marks an important turn in the course of events. This scene, this great battle, is not just a prophecy. It's a promise of what's to come, a glimpse into the future that awaits us. Amidst the chaos, the sacred touchdown is foreseen. As the prophecies tell us, Jesus will not return in any obscure or hidden manner. Instead, his return will be visible, dramatic, and filled with celestial grandeur. The Mount of Olives in Jerusalem will be the chosen touchdown site. But why this particular location, you may ask? Well, the significance of this location runs deep in the context of the second coming. The Mount of Olives is a site of great biblical importance. It was on this mount that Jesus spent his last night praying before he was arrested. It was here that he wept over Jerusalem, foreseeing the destruction that was to come upon it. And according to the Acts of the Apostles, it was from the Mount of Olives that Jesus ascended into heaven after his resurrection. Now imagine the scene of his return. The sky splits open, and Jesus descends from the heavens, accompanied by armies of angels and his followers. His feet touch the ground on the very mount from which he ascended, thus fulfilling the prophecy. The Mount of Olives at that moment becomes the center of the world, the focal point of divine intervention. The significance of this location is not just historical or symbolic, it's prophetic. Zechariah, in his prophecy, foretells that on the day of the Lord's return, the Mount of Olives will split in two, creating a valley for the people to flee. It's a dramatic depiction of divine power and salvation. This touchdown marks the beginning of a new era, an era of divine rule and righteousness. The chaos of the great battle gives way to the promise of a new kingdom. The Mount of Olives, once a place of sorrow and departure, becomes a place of joy and arrival. So the sacred touchdown is not just a physical event, it's a spiritual turning point. It's a promise of hope, a testament to divine love and the dawn of a new era. The Mount of Olives, a place of great significance, marks the beginning of a new era. From the ashes of the battle emerges a kingdom of righteousness. As the dust settles and the echoes of clashing swords fade into silence, a new dawn breaks over the horizon. This is not just any dawn, it's the dawn of a new era, an era of peace, love, and righteousness. This, dear listeners, is the much anticipated kingdom of Jesus on earth. In the heart of this kingdom is the King himself, Jesus, who, after his triumphant return, establishes his rule. He doesn't rule with an iron fist or with fear, but with love and justice. His rule is not marked by oppression or inequality, but by fairness and righteousness. Every decision he makes, every law he passes, every judgment he delivers is steeped in love and justice. This kingdom is not just a political or geographical entity, it's a spiritual kingdom, a kingdom of the heart. It's a place where love, not hate, reigns supreme, where kindness, not cruelty, is the order of the day, where peace, not war, is the norm. This kingdom, dear listeners, is a paradise on earth. The earth itself transforms under the rule of Jesus. The barren lands become fertile, the polluted waters become clean, the smoky skies become clear. The earth, once marred by sin and corruption, is restored to its original beauty. It becomes a living, breathing testament to the power of God's love and the transformative power of righteousness. The kingdom of Jesus on earth is not just a future event to look forward to, it's a reality that we, as followers of Jesus, are called to manifest in our lives here and now. We are called to live out the values of this kingdom, love, justice, peace, in our everyday lives. We are called to be ambassadors of this kingdom, bringing the love and light of Jesus to a world that so desperately needs it. A kingdom so righteous, it's like a paradise on earth. These prophecies, written thousands of years ago, seem to align with the world today, but are they fact or fiction? This is the question that has intrigued scholars, theologians, and lay people alike for centuries. The prophecies we've been discussing, particularly those surrounding the return of Jesus, have a peculiar resonance with the current state of the world. The Bible, written in an era when Israel didn't even exist as a nation, foretold a future where nations would unite in their opposition against it. Fast forward to the present day and we see a reality that eerily parallels these ancient predictions. Israel, a relatively small nation, stands amidst near universal opposition, with regional enemies openly declaring their desire for its destruction. But how can this be? How could the authors of the Bible, living thousands of years in the past, have predicted such a specific scenario? Some argue that it's mere coincidence, while others assert that it's evidence of divine inspiration. The debate rages on, and it's not our place to definitively say who's right or wrong. Our goal is to present the information and let you, the listeners, form your own conclusions. However, it's important to note that these prophecies aren't just about doom and gloom. They also foretell a time of great renewal and peace, a time when Jesus returns to establish a kingdom on earth, a kingdom where righteousness reigns and the earth becomes a paradise. Whether you see this as a literal future event or a metaphorical call for us to strive for a better world, there's a message of hope that resonates. So, are these prophecies fact or fiction? The answer may depend on your perspective, your beliefs, or your interpretation of the texts. Nevertheless, they present a fascinating glimpse into the human quest for understanding and meaning. These prophecies, they make you think, don't they? Could a book really predict the future so accurately?